Rather be. Made me hungry, can't think why. All right, good afternoon. I'm Liz Green. This is BBC Local Radio. We're all together across Yorkshire. A bit cold around the edges out there, but I hope you're enjoying your afternoon, and thanks very much for keeping us with you. Whether you're listening to BBC Radio Leeds, BBC Radio York, BBC Radio Sheffield, or just about anywhere on BBC Sounds. Now, I'm going to introduce you to a powerhouse as we're celebrating Black History Month. This is a British Nigerian. She is an obstetrician and gynecologist. She blends her work in science and medicine with being an author, a passionate speaker, a woman and youth health advocate, and she's a blogger. She co-founded the Ashanti Graham Health and Education Institute Foundation, which is a charity with a vision for the 21st century healthcare for Africa. Her actual education is wide, including at Sheffield Hallam University, where she's currently doing a PhD in law and criminality. I told her she was a powerhouse, and her dream, I think, is cultural integration in African communities. I'm so pleased you're here. Loretta Ogboro-Okor, how are you?
Thank you very much, Liz. And I like the fact that you are able to pronounce my name. Good afternoon, everyone.
No. I have been practicing and also practicing particularly Loretta, because I didn't in any way wish you to think that I haven't taken the bother to do it. It's so lovely to speak with you. And your life is, you're the kind of woman who makes me think I don't do enough, because you seem to do everything and you do it really well. What's powering you, Loretta?
Well, Liz, the fact that you've taken time out, you've studied my name, and you've pronounced it this well. You are the poster child, okay, for the Black history, and you get things done as well. I think what drives each of us is different. And I am driven by the fact that I've always wanted to make an impact in my world, to affect humanity positively since I was a child. So that keeps me going, doing something good for the next person, making the next generation better. That's it for me. It's not about me, it's about the bigger picture, Liz.
Yeah, I mean, Black History Month to me is such an opportunity to examine the past, assess it, learn from it, and then blend that with the future. What does it mean to you, Black History Month?
First of all, I think for me, Black history cannot be condensed into 1 month. It's a lifestyle, and when one is out of the African continent and in other parts of the world, you find out that the more inclusiveness those societies bring to the table, the more comfortable you are outside of those places. And it can be either way. So it can be British people being in Nigeria, the more inclusiveness the Nigerians would bring to the table to welcome them and embrace them, the better they feel. So for me, I see Black History Month as a way to remember the many people who have helped to shape not just the United Kingdom, but the world as a whole. That's how I see it. And we must go back in time. We must know where we're coming from for us to appreciate where we are going to. So it's very important for the people who are in minorities in places to see that they are embraced. It's all encompassing. It gives them something to look for. It makes them feel like I am welcomed here. And when people feel welcomed, you see their productivity increases. The things they contribute to the society will soar. The rate of crime or anxiety or anger in those kind of communities will drop because they feel they are now stakeholders in the future of that environment. So it's very important.
Indeed. Very. Have you? And my apologies, I've got a frog in my throat, and I hate to cough all over you. That's very rude. But were you made to feel welcome as a British Nigerian? bringing that culture into the United Kingdom? Have you been made to feel welcome?
If I'm being honest, when I first came to the United Kingdom, I had a cultural shock. I went straight to Scotland, and when I got there, I was wondering, what language is this? I couldn't quite understand the type of English I was hearing at the time. But gradually, I started realizing that, oh, okay, there's a bit of a different accent, and all of these things were going on. In their own way, as individuals, people would look out for someone who is different. Now, whether they look out for that person positively or on the flip side in a not so positive way becomes their own sort of cup of tea. However, I think more importantly are the systemic checks in place. So let me give you an example. I think because I'm also a teacher, I would do things by examples. I was in the hospital once upon a time, and a patient came in and said, "I don't want to see you. I don't want to see a black person." But because of the systemic check in place at the time, my consultant said, "No, this is the NHS, and you would see the doctor available to see you." To end the story, the patient apologized down the line. However, if there was no systemic check, that patient would have gotten away with that kind of attitude and not reflected on it. And that would have carried on and been passed on. So it is very important. And I think the United Kingdom has tried to put some of these checks in place. Having this program today is one of such things because it starts the conversations and gives people time to reflect. However, I would be economical with the truth if I said when I came in, I didn't have any issues. And up till tomorrow, if I told you there are no issues, the issues are there. But importantly, I think tackling them and the actions being taken supersedes any of these challenges.
We're talking to Loretta Ogboro-Okor, such a powerhouse. More from her in just a moment. Her achievements are just stunning, and it's all part of our exploration of Black History Month. More from Loretta in a moment, but let's break for a second. A little bit of Andrew Gold, Unlonely Boy. Oh, lovely. Andrew Gold, a lonely boy. Talking to Loretta Ogboro-Okor this afternoon, just such a powerhouse in education, in health. She wants cultural integration in African communities, and you're currently studying your PhD at Sheffield Hallam University, and you've gone for law criminality. Why?
Actually, I'm looking at law and criminology, and underneath that, I'm looking at trafficking and contemporary slavery in the United Kingdom, which is very closely linked to race, inequalities, and gaps, and all that come with them. The reason is still because I am very passionate about making those who are, in quote, the downtrodden, those who feel hopeless in societies, overcome all of these challenges. And like I said, we have a lot to integrate from cultures. So where you take the good thing in one culture and take the good thing in another, bring them together and mix them and leave out all the bad things. So that's sort of cultural integration. And that has been my driving force per se. So it's really important because whether we like it or not, contemporary slavery is real. There is modern day slavery.
Well, I wish you luck with your PhD.
Thank
You are
you.
so highly qualified in medicine. You're an obstetrician, you're a gynecologist, you work with the charity in Africa. There is so much to what you do. And if I may say, you're absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll blame my
You-
parents for that.
yes. No, well, you do. I know. Thank you for being with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much. She's a British Nigerian, Loretta Ogboro-Okor. She's. Loretta,
Yes.
thank you so much for your time. That was really good.
Thank you very much, then.
You take care. Enjoy the rest of the day. What's
Uh,
left of it, at least.
all right.
All right.
Bye. Let's keep doing what's good
Bye.
for us. Bye.
Absolutely. Bye. Bye.